Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Raining Tacos by Parry Grip. Classic little fun song to play. I've done a full playthrough, so if you want to hear me play it all the way through, then I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. But I'm going to teach you the whole little melody of that, nice and easy. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications. And I do love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. You could play this on any type of guitar, a classical guitar or electric guitar, or like I'm playing on here, an acoustic guitar. So standard tuning, the first line goes like this. So to play that, we're going to start on B4, and then another B4, then E1, then E3. That goes into bar 2. Now you'll see there's a 3 in a bracket. Ignore the notes in the brackets, they're just held on, so ignore that note, and then we're going to jump up to G3. So it actually starts with a rest on beat 1, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. So that's the first phrase. And then at the end of bar 2, we've got an E3, then E1, B4, back to E1, and then B3. So going from that B3 at the end of bar 2 goes, then into bar 4, we've got B4, then G, and then there's another B4 at the end of the line, which is kind of part of the next phrase that we'll see on the next line. So let's try and play the whole line. Remember that there's a rest on beat 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. On to the second line. And we start with, which is B3, B1, B3, and then another B3. So it goes. So remember there was a B4 on the previous line. So let's put a B4 before the B3, B1, B3, B3. So you get. Then you can hear it's like part of that phrase. And then the next note at the end of bar 5, we've got a G3. And then into bar 6, we've got 3 B1s, and then a B4. So you've got then E4, E3, E3, jump to B4, so bar 7. And then at the end of that line, bar 8, in bar 8, we're going to go E4, E4, then 2 E3s. Okay, so the whole line goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the next line, there's going to be a E1, so that's going to be at the end of the It's Raining Tacos. So hopefully that makes sense whereabouts we are in the song. So let's just play the first 2 bars nice and slowly. First 2 lines nice and slowly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Then on to the next line, and ignore the 3 on the E string. It's in a bracket, so we don't play it. And we've got that E1. which is that it's raining tacos. That's the co's of the tacos. And then it's basically almost starting the same from the beginning, but there's some slightly alterations. So ignore the first two notes. We're going to go to that B4, B4, E1, E3, down to G3. So that's like the very intro part. And then in bar 11, we go E1, B4, E1, B3. So you get bar 11. Then bar 12, it goes B4 to G. So the whole of that line, we'll ignore the the E3 and the E1. We'll go in on beat 2 on the B4. And let's play the whole line. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. On to the next line, and we've got B3, B1, B3, B3. Then bar 14 goes B1, G3, back to B1, and then B4. So bar 14. Bar 15 is just E3, E3, then B4. So it goes. Then bar 16 is E4, E4, and then 2 E3s. So the whole of that line goes 1, 2, 3, 4. On to the next line, and we've got the E1, and then we've got B4, then E1, and then it got bar 18, so it's all on the E string. We know E3, 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 E4, E3, E1, so it goes. And then we're going to the next bar, ignore the 1 because it's in a bracket, and then play E3, E3, E3 to E4. So if we put bars 18 and 19 together, go. And then it goes E3, E4, E3. So let's do the whole line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. On to the last line, and we've got B4, E1, then E3, 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 E4, E3, E1. So similar to the previous line. So from the B4 you go. And then E3 5 times. Then E4. So it goes. And then E3, E4, E6. Then E3, E1, and then B4 to finish. So let's play the whole of that last line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And that's the whole song. So if you want a full playthrough with the tabs above, then I've got it in a separate video. I'll leave a link in the description. So hopefully you've enjoyed that little lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. My name's Andy Hillier. Give me a like on the video. Press the notifications as well so you see when my new videos come out. And I do love to hear from you, so please let me know that you're watching it out there. Leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video, and more importantly, what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.